Recently, in the news, we have seen some of the information that has been circulated in the media through Press Trust of India. One of the minister from Karnataka, that is Umesh Katti, one of the Food and Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Minister, has recently said that the BJP government in India, they are planning to create a smaller state. I mean to say that they are going to increase 50 states within Indian Union. If the government of India, the BJP ruling government, if our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, if in true sense, if he is saying that they will create smaller states for better administration, then the Bodo National Students Union will always welcome this move, and we will appeal to the government of India as Bodoland separate states demand is one of the oldest demands in India, and it is one of the long-standing demand of the Bodo people. This Bodoland separate state demand is one of the biggest demand of the Bodo people. So this what you call Minister of Karnataka, is getting information through Press Trust of India, and he has recently announced this move. And so we, the Bodo National Students Union, is fighting for the separate states for the Bodo people, as it is the long demand of the Bodo people. So we appeal the government of India, please immediately take the step and please take the move to create a separate state Bodoland for the Bodo people immediately. It is very unfortunate and it is very sad. The person who has been fighting for separate state since long back, as a president of Bodo, All Bodo Students Union, Mr. Pramod Bodo, now is the chief of BTR now. I mean CM of BTR. Recently, what he said is very unfortunate. He said that now presently, Bodo movement is not popular. It is not important. He said that is what we want to say is that Pramod Bodo is not the godfather of the Bodo people. He is not the sole authority of the Bodo people. Bodoland separate state demand is the demand of the Bodo people, not for a specific person. He may be a minister, he may be a MLA, he may be something else. But Mr. Pramod Bodo, he has no moral rights to say about the issues, about the welfare and development of the Bodo people as a whole. Because Bodo National Students Union is fighting for the separate state Bodoland, for the upliftment and for the development of the indigenous Bodo and tribal people and all the people, those who are residing within the proposed Bodoland area from Sompos to Sodia, the part of northern Brahmaputra. Since long back, from 1967, the Bodos, in the form of many organizations, has come up for demand of separate states. Like mostly we have seen demanding in physical movements. But this time, I think most of the Bodo youths, now they are learned, they know very well about the history. They know very well about the Constitution of India, as we know that the Constitution of India has provided for the indigenous people to have separate state. And historically, we have very rights to have our own separate state, because the land that we live, the land that we are demanding is the land of our forefathers, is the land of our ancestral lands. So, by the provision of Indian Constitution, we have the very rights, like Article 2, 3, and 4, we have very rights to have our own separate state for the upliftment of our identity, for the upliftment of our culture, for the upliftment of our religion, and socio-economic development, for everything else. And recently, what we have noticed, in the media circulation, that the BJP government, led Indian government in India, after 2024, they are going to create a smaller states for the better administration, but they will based on population pattern. And today, if we see the population in our BTC area, we have more than 32 lakhs now, according to 2001 census. And if Arunachal Pradesh, they are having only 12 lakhs population according to 2011 census. If they have their own state on the basis of population, then why should not be? We have more than 32 lakhs population here in our BTC region. And if we take the proposed Bodoland area from Songkos to Sodia, we have more than 50 lakhs. Then, if BJP government, if they think that smaller state is for better administration, then why should they give the long-standing demand so-called Bodoland separate state for the indigenous Bodo people? So we appeal our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, please, if you stick to your demand with wholehearted and with true sense, then we will always welcome your move and we will appeal to you. Please, the demand of separate state of the Bodo people is legitimate and it is our birthright, and historically and constitutionally we have the very rights to have our own separate states for the upliftment of our society and our people.
পৃথক বড়োলেণ্ডৰ কথা কৈছে আকৌ বড়োলেণ্ডৰ কথা কৰ্ণাটকৰ মিনিষ্টাৰৰ উদ্যোগ দিয়া যিটো কথা কৈছে যে ইয়াতে দেখা গৈছে যে পৃথক বড়োলেণ্ডৰ যিটো বড়োসকলৰ যিটো দীঘলীয়া জাতীয় সংগ্ৰাম, এই সংগ্ৰামটো শেহতীয়াকৈ বিটিআৰ চুক্তিৰ জৰিয়তে যিমান আমাৰ ইয়াত যিমানখিনি এক্সট্ৰিমিষ্ট গ্ৰুপ আছিল বা আমাৰ যিখিনি বড়ো জাতীয় দলসমূহ আছে, তেওঁলোকে বিটিআৰ চুক্তিৰ জৰিয়তে তেওঁলোকে বিচাৰিছে যে পৃথক বড়োলেণ্ড এই মুহূৰ্তত সম্ভৱ নহয়, যাৰ কাৰণে তেওঁলোকে বিটিআৰ চুক্তি এৰি তেওঁলোকে মানে অলৰেডি শাসনতো আহিলে পৰৱৰ্তী সময়ত। তেনে ক্ষেত্ৰত আকৌ পৃথক বড়োলেণ্ড আন্দোলনটো আপোনালোকে কিদৰে লৈ যাব?
We have many organizations, like from 1967, on behalf of Bodo people, many organizations, I mean either arms group or non-arms group, students, body, many are demanding for separate state Bodoland. But recently, after signing BTR agreement, Bodoland Territorial Region, they have surrendered themselves in Delhi by signing comprehensive and final solution to the Bodo peace accord. But that is what we meant to say is that is not the concept of the Bodo people as a whole. That signing of accord, final and comprehensive, is idea of one party or one organization. But the people, the long-standing demand of the Bodo people is not final until and unless if the separate state Bodoland is created for them, they will continue their struggle for the separate statehood. As we know very well, many innocent lives has been sacrificed for the cause of this. It is more than 50 years that we are demanding. We are demanding the land which is ours. We are not demanding the land which belongs to others. This demand, is legitimate. This is our birthright because we are the indigenous people of this land. We are demanding separate state Bodoland since 1967. The Bodo people as a whole is demanding from Songkos to Sodia. And this demand will continue. This demand will continue because the Bodo people as a whole will continue to move to get separate state